The 2024 Minnesota Vikings training camp schedule has officially been released, and I know a lot of you guys have probably went to a training camp in the past. Maybe you guys go all the time every single year. I've only been to a Vikings training camp, I think, once. That was when we still had Adrian Peterson towards the end of his career and stuff like that. And I had an absolute blast. I didn't take part in any of the festivities around there. I basically just went, watched the practice, see how it was going, and kind of took it all in. That was before I started all of this, okay, on YouTube. But training camp is a big deal to see these rookies perform and get your autographs in, which is going to be back this season for all of you guys that are wanting to be aware under 17 years old. But let's get right into it. What is this schedule? What dates are we looking at for the training camp? Some key dates also to note. Let's get right to it. The Vikings PR actually released this statement or this article giving us all the ins and outs of what's happening for the 2024 Vikings training camp. So let's get right to it. Before we do, subscribe to the channel. So, the 64th training camp in Minnesota Vikings history and the 7th hosted at Twin Cities Orthopedics Performance Center will feature 9 open practices, beginning with Back Together weekend on Saturday, July 27th, and will conclude on Thursday, August 8th. Okay, so just a short amount of time, couple weeks. So make sure if you have the time or if you're available, go check it out. Go check out training camp. It's pretty cheap. Now, general admission tickets for 8 of the 9 practices are free for Vikings season ticket members and children 17 and younger, and $5 for adults. So if you're a season ticket holder, you get in for free 8 of the 9 practices. I'm not sure what the 9th one will be priced at. I'm not sure when that one is. Maybe that's the last day or the last practice. I'm not 100% sure. If you're under 17 years old, you get in for free as well. And then it's only a $5 charge for adults if you're if you're not a season ticket holder, I should say. Now, tickets for the night practice are available at $10 for adults, $5 for children, 17 and younger, and free for children under 36 inches tall. A portion of all ticket sale proceeds will go to the Minnesota Vikings Foundation. Now, season ticket members will receive priority access to reserve tickets at vikings.com/camp beginning at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, June 11th, while access for the general public will begin at 10 a.m. on Thursday, June 13th. So if you're a season ticket member and you want to go to training camp, you have first priority. So I'd get in there as soon as possible. Again, that opens up at 1 p.m. on Tuesday, June 11th at vikings.com/camp. And if you're, a general public, you're not a season ticket holder, wait till June 13th on Thursday at 10 a.m. when that goes. Now, fans must reserve general admission digital tickets in advance for all open training camp practices. Up to 4,000 digital tickets will be available to reserve each day. Capacity for the night practice at TCO Stadium is set at 7,000 fans, which, boy, if we get that packed out, that would be electric if you guys could make it. There is no limit on paid digital tickets. Season ticket members can reserve up to 4 free digital tickets for a maximum of 2 days. So that's a good little bit of some information. For all ticket reservations or purchases and for a complete training camp schedule, fans can visit vikings.com/camp. So if you want any of your information about the training camp and how to purchase tickets and stuff like that, go to vikings.com/camp is basically what this article is telling you. Now, there are 8 regular practices, okay? We've went through it. The prices are pretty cheap. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to go to these. $5 for adults. It's free for children 17 and younger and Vikings season ticket members. So those guys don't have to pay at all, but $5 for adults if you're not a season ticket holder. Night practice, which is at TCO Stadium. This is the one practice where it's going to be a little bit more spendy by $5. Okay, $10 for adults. It'll be $5 for children 17 and younger, and it will also be free for children under 36 inches tall, I believe. I believe it also means it's $10 for season ticket holders as well. So the night practice, if you're a season ticket holder, I do believe you're still going to have to pay for that one. But again, you get 8 free practices out of it if you're a season ticket member, which is a pretty darn good deal, if you ask me. Even though it's only $5, it's not that much. You're not paying an arm and a leg. You still have to pay for, parking and stuff. But there are 4 key dates to basically, keep in mind for the Minnesota Vikings training camp, which obviously, the first one, Saturday, July 27th, which is the Back Together weekend, which is the first practice that is open to the general public. So that's a key date to keep in mind. Also, the first padded practice where you guys get to see these guys, clash, if you will. Okay, start hitting a little bit. Monday, July 29th is that first padded practice. Then on Monday, August 5th is the night practice. That's the big one. That's the one where you're gonna have to pay $10 if you're an adult to get in. Again, that's not a hefty price. I think it's worth it, especially at night underneath the lights. You get to watch the team before they get to take on, the preseason and then go into the regular season. And then Thursday, August 8th is the last open practice. So if you haven't gone to training camp up to that point, try to go by Thursday, August 8th, because that's the last time you will be able to go to that practice. Now, we touched on, with the dates and stuff like that. There's some cool things that these guys are going to be doing. Autographs will also be available, or it says, or organized autograph sessions with the Vikings players for kids 17 and younger will once again take place in 2024. They do have a complete autograph schedule, which is posted at vikings.com/camp autographs. Okay. So go there again, just go to Vikings. Go to the Vikings website. You can find basically whatever you want there. They'll tell you exactly what you need to know, the admission, the type of events they're going to have. They're going to have some more fan elements, some fun zones, some youth football clinics, some cheer clinics, so even the girls can get involved, which is fantastic. That's what we like to see, including all genders and just kind of bringing football to people who might not like football. If you like football, but you want to be a cheerleader, go to the cheer clinic. I mean, this is awesome. This is all inclusive. This is pretty cool. Again, that one you will go to vikings.com/camp activities. Parking is not going to be bad. It's going to be similar to previous years. They say digital parking passes, $10 a piece. They can be purchased and can be purchased when reserving tickets. So when you reserve a ticket to go to an open practice, you can purchase your parking pass at the same time, so it's a little bit easier. But if you do not reserve parking tickets in advance, you can pay $20 upon arrival. So $10, $20. I'll let you guys choose what you guys want to do. I think it's cheaper to just spend $15 as opposed to 25, right? That's a $10 difference. It's not a lot, but again, if you want to save some money or penny pinching or whatever the case may be, not that expensive. Seating, again, I'm not going to talk about that. They have some upgraded bleachers, concessions, so we got food and beverages will be there, along with the Vikings table food truck most days. You'll be able to bring your own sealed bottles of water, and empty water containers up to 32 ounces can be filled for free on site. So if you want to bring a water bottle, go for it. Be their guest. Fill it up for free as long as it's 32 ounces and under. That's fantastic. I'm glad to have it because some of those days they can be pretty hot outside. They have security and stuff like that. But training camp is also, it's a very fun time of the year. You get to see these guys perform right before they get to go, play some ball games for real. And it's just a good overall experience for not only fans, but people who might not be fans of football. It's just, you just get to go have fun, talk to people, get to go, do some fun activities, eat some food, probably some cheap food. If I had to assume, it's probably not gonna be too expensive, being that everything else isn't expensive. But you really never know. But highly recommend going to training camp. If you guys need more information, again, go to vikings.com/camp. I believe is where you can purchase tickets. I'm sure they'll have the schedule there. If you don't know, just go to vikings.com and go to the search bar, type in training camp, and you get all the information you really need from there. So the 2024 Minnesota Vikings training camp schedule has been released. Will you be going? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your day, folks, and Skol Vikes.